Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and I appreciate you all being back to the channel today, and special thanks to all of our subscribers. It's always good to have you here. And for you folks that are finding us for the first time, this is your initial visit, please consider subscribing to the channel, and if you all find the content that's provided beneficial, please hit that like button as well. And then to learn more about me, learn more about my company, please check out the links below. And I would point you initially to the courses section where you'll find the gym management playbook. What we're heading into as this video is being produced, we're into the summer months and a lot of places are getting reopened. A lot of places are looking to get started as new operations. This gym management playbook is going to help you shorten that learning curve and maximize bottom line profitability. So check it out, see if it's for you, and we hope to see you all there soon. Now, with that said, let's get into our topic here today. And our topic is 9 common mistakes made by gym owners. 9 common mistakes made by gym owners. So let's get into it. Number 1 on my list is not spending enough money or spending too much money. Okay, and which one is it? And so the first thing, let's talk about not spending enough. I walk into a lot of clubs, and I'm going to kind of zero in on marketing here a little bit. I get into some clubs and literally spending nothing on marketing. Just thinking that, hey, just us being there is going to attract people in. And a good rule of thumb, on your marketing costs, it's about 10%. Is the percentage that you want to spend on this. If you're brand new, it might be 12. Okay, but you definitely want to have a budget to spend on marketing, but you want to make sure you do it right. And I think one of the things that many folks could do here to really get this one right is to really know your key performance indicators. Monitor your numbers. Where's your traffic at? How many sales do I need? Let's just say I need 3. Okay, well, that means I need to talk to 6 people, means I need to make 6 appointments. Where's all that going to come from? Okay, make sure we know our numbers. And then as far as spending too much, the other side of it, I see gym owners that they essentially try to buy their business. They just overspend on marketing thinking that's going to be the answer. And really the answer is we want to produce. Know our key performance indicators, know where we're at, but we want to produce. And you want to get a plan of action together to get known by everybody in your community. And of course, in a modern world, if we're willing to put the time in and we stay focused, you don't always have to spend a whole lot to get this done. But not spending enough money or maybe spending too much is the mistake I see. Number 1, we want to know our key performance indicators. Make sure you've got a budget. Make sure we're managing against that. Number 2. I see this one with new operators all the time. Thinking that you have no direct competition. Thinking that you have no direct competition. Now that's great if we've got it figured out, and we don't. We have true, genuine differentiation, and the consumer sees it as that way. Boy, sky's the limit here. But more often than not, that's not really the case. Okay, make sure you really do your homework. The thought that you have no direct competition. Okay, doesn't necessarily matter what you think. It's what does the consumer think out there? If they look at you, what are some alternatives for them? So 2 things I would recommend here. Okay, if you think you have no direct competition, sit down and really give some thought. What is your differentiation? What are you doing that's so different? What are you bringing to the market that nobody else is? And really be critical on this, because you can't say, oh, we're the friendliest, we give the best service, we're the cleanest. Whether it's true or not, I think everybody says that. Okay, something we can quantify that really makes you different. What is it? And the second thing I would look at here is marketing to an uncontested market space. When you look at just general data, about 20% of any audience is expected to be a member of a gym. So just take 3-mile radius roughly around your gym. 20% of that group would be expected to be a member of a gym. Okay. And depending on what the competition is like, and this can be online, this can be apps, this can be city and hospitals and all kinds of facilities. It doesn't have to always be commercial brick and mortar. 20% of your population is expected to be a member. Uncontested market space, start marketing to the other 80%. That's one of your solutions. That's how you can handle that. Number 3, making hiring decisions based on cost. Making hiring decisions based on cost. You know, I've said it many times, the most expensive employee that you have, the one you pay the most, that's worth it, is the best person you have, okay? Don't make these decisions based on cost. Just like you don't want your customer, really making a decision based on cost. You want the decision based on solving problems, based on value, okay? If you make it just based on cost, you'll probably never get a lot done, okay? How can, if you hire this top flight person, if they can genuinely do the job, it's going to exponentially grow your business. I mean, what you're trying to do as a gym owner or future gym owner is you want to surround yourself with folks that are better than you at what you're asking them to do. You want to surround yourself with people who have been there, who know the way out, who know the solutions. This is what you're looking for right here, okay? Don't just make these decisions, based on cost alone. That's not going to be enough. Number 4, not setting attainable goals. Okay. Now, when it comes to goal setting, one of the things I talk a lot about is raising our expectation level, which I absolutely think everyone should do. I think raising the expectation level, it costs us nothing, and then let's set an action plan to be able to do that. That's what the idea is. But along with that, what are the goals we have to reach? Okay, what are these attainable goals? And maybe, instead of reaching that goal at the end of the business day, maybe we'll reach the goal by 6, okay? And then we add on to it. But set goals that are attainable, set goals that are reachable. At the same time, have that reach goal as well, okay? And the reason you want attainable goals, I'm not talking making them too small, but, we need to have a sense of success here and a sense of progress, and you can bump these up, as you go along. Number 5, and I talked about this a little bit earlier, but not thinking about marketing. The issue of marketing is crucial. If I were to give a gym owner 2 jobs, and that's the only 2 things you have to worry about. Number 1, make sure you pay your people on time as agreed. That's number 1. I think everyone knows that one. Number 2, make sure the door is swinging, the phone is ringing, the email is dinging, and the text is pinging. Make sure you're driving traffic through that front door. Doesn't mean you're literally doing it, but make sure it's being done. You have to be driving traffic. I don't care how nice your facility is or how much competition you have or don't. Unless you're driving people, unless you're getting eyeballs through that front door, it's not going to work. Okay, it's like getting traffic to your website. And so you've got to really be thinking, planning, and implementing, how do I get people in that front door? Okay, that and paying your people, we could maybe stop right there, okay, for a job description. You'll have success if you do that. I mean, how many folks watching right now for you? Could you improve your business if you doubled your traffic flow? I would imagine. And the thing is, you can. Okay, and there's plenty of videos here on the channel. Research some of those. Plenty of videos on how to increase your traffic flow and increase people in your front door. Number 6, having too small a margin. Having too small a margin. I mean, for selling personal training, personal training is a good example. I've had some folks, clubs we've gotten involved with, that they'll sell personal training and they'll maybe include nutrition in there. And time you include your cost for the trainer, maybe a commission for the salesperson, cost of the product, other things that might be in there, they're not making any money. In some cases, even losing money. We've had some clubs, they actually lose money when they sign somebody up. They got so topsy-turvy. Okay, so know your margins. Break it down. Do the math on this. Know your margins on retail. What do you have to sell this for? Because in most cases, you're going to have to offer some kind of a special, some kind of a discount, some kind of a call to action to get started at least. Okay, make sure it fits. Don't have too small margins. Even your membership programs. I mean, if you're signing somebody up for 0 enrollment, and let's just say it's $50 a month and it's month to month. So A, they're a free agent. They can leave a 30-day notice. They put no money into it. Say it cost you $200 to get that sale. That's not going to work too long. Okay, make sure you know your margins here. Number 7, common error, thinking you can do it all yourself. thinking that you can do it all yourself. In all likelihood, you can't. You want to surround yourself with great people, and first of all, with your staff, make sure we give some autonomy when it's earned. Make sure we're delegating. Make sure we're training so that we can develop staff so we don't have to do it all ourselves. But also, your attorneys, your accountants, people like myself, business consultants and sales consultants, surround yourself with folks that have been there, have done that, they're on your side, they're looking out for your best interest, and the good chemistry between you two. Don't think you can do it all yourself. Rarely do I see that work. And if it does, it's a short period of time until you're, hey, I want to take a few days or a few weeks or a few months off. Number 8, being incapacitated by the fear of what if. We get incapacitated by the fear of, what if? What if we run that campaign if it doesn't work? What if we run that and it doesn't work like we need it to? Okay. Well, number 1, in a more broad sense, I'd rather see you make the mistake because you're too aggressive than too passive. Because when you don't do it, that's when we can guarantee the results. And every time you do something, whether it works like you want it to or not, analyze it. What worked well, what didn't? If I had a chance to do this again, what would I change? And let's continue on. Let's continue moving forward, because we're going to manage based on objectives. And maybe that number 1 objective is I need 100 sales per month. And I'm going to have a month-end closeout. I'm going to have a fitness party. I'm going to have certain things. They're going to happen. Weekend campaigns, weekend performance. So don't become incapacitated by what if. Do your research, do your homework, make it calculated, but don't become incapacitated by that. Okay? And then lastly, in terms of common mistakes that we make, is we put the gym first and our people last. So the message I want to give here is your staff, your people, that whole crew, that really is your brand. That's your brand more so than all that equipment is. Okay, treat your staff, treat your people like your very best customers. Guide them and nurture them and maintain interest and all the things that go with that. Train them and educate them. Put them in positions to be successful. Create that environment that allows a motivated person to act. Doesn't mean there's not hard decisions along the way, but it's understanding that our staff is your most valuable asset. That is your brand. Folks, my name is Jim Thomas. My company is Fitness Management and Consulting. Hey, I appreciate y'all being here today. Hope to see y'all in that next video.